So first we'll talk about false scarcity, and it's so funny how when things happen in Nigeria, there's no warning. It just happens, and there's no, like when the false scarcity, English. No, we have to start again. That was bad.
We are not starting again.
That was too off. That was too
off.
No, I'm sorry.
Make this in as realistic as possible.
I know, but that scarcity, I was.
Leave it now. It's the glitch.
Say it to my face. Say it to my face. Hi guys, and welcome to
Banter with Onyx.
Rafael has not been smiling to us today, and I don't know why.
Oh, there's no joy, guy.
Why? Just me. Talk to me a day. Tell me.
Cost of living wants to kill the living. Like
nice.
The increase in everything. Like in fact, Nigeria and generally, it's really.
Yeah, and then talking about false scarcity now. Like as bad as Nigeria is, now come and add false scarcity to it. Like we've not had enough.
Come on.
And it's so funny, like the way things happen in Nigeria, it just happens
there's
like
no
abruptly. There's no prior notice. It's just like this is happening. You have to take it as it comes. I think that's the painful part. Is that you have to take it as it comes because
for real, Nigerians have so adapted to this whole thing that it doesn't shake anybody.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not even a good thing though.
It's
because
not.
we become so comfortable with the media. Yeah, exactly. And we don't want to get out of that. I don't want to call it suffering, but that's the word.
Don't call it suffering in Jesus' name. We will not suffer in Jesus' name. But the bitter truth is, man, Nigeria is really becoming something else.
Yeah.
And those in diaspora are saying, don't come, don't come. They don't even understand what is going on in this Nigeria.
Like I know nowhere is perfect too. And that's
of course nowhere is perfect. But at the same time, there are some places that are
working.
Better.
Yeah, it's working. That's the English. Working.
It's working.
Like Nigeria is not working. And you know a system that works with the majority of people that it works for.
Yeah.
You can't say that Nigeria is working, but it's only working for like a certain percentage of people.
Of course, it revolves around a certain
percentage of people, and it's unfair because there are a lot of people that no.
And then you are expecting me to smile, okay?
Sorry. I know the worst thing is that we're changing the design of our currency.
Guy,
as if that's the.
Is that the problem of this nation? Like.
I love this country.
We should think about these things sometimes, please.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Me, I love pretty things. If it's a pretty design, I don't mind.
If it has pink on it.
Pink, you like pink, Abby?
No, I don't. I don't like pink.
If it has pink, if it has blue.
Yeah, if it's even black, safe. So that we know say everything for Nigeria don't black.
But I don't.
But for real now, come think of it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like the smartest thing that's happening right now
of course, that's not even the challenge we're having right now. That's not one of the problems we're having right now.
Exactly.
I mean, insecurity in Nigeria is becoming alarming. It's not even becoming, it has been alarming. And of course, we wouldn't say the federal government is not working around it, but at the same time, changing the currency, the design, it's totally way out of line.
And then you need like 150,000 to deposit to change up to. Okay, what if I now don't have that amount in my account?
Sorry, you keep living in the past.
You keep exactly, and I know the deadline is January 31st, but still, like that's the deadline for you to have spent all the old currency because they won't take new currency. So
let me ask, if the deadline to spend the old currency is January 31st, so like from now the production of the new design, so it's new cha-cha money.
You're getting December.
I just hope they are going to give us free money. Like let them just do bonanza for
actually,
Nigerians.
That would make sense. So at least they should start with everybody 100k.
You see the way everybody will be smiling, everybody will be happy. Exactly. Like guy,
that's not bad.
Just 100k teach Nigeria. No more, it will go a long way.
It's not bad. Exactly like you were saying, like changing the currency, does that improve the economy?
No more, it does not. It does not. It does not change anything.
Yeah.
I think they are just trying to distract the minds of Nigerians.
That's English I was looking for.
I think they are trying to distract the mind. Guys, we're not going to accept defeat. No
we're not taking your, I don't know if you call
it
your bribe, unless you give us free money.
I accept you give us free money.
We're down for that.
I mean, scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Period. And then,
but at the same time, election 2023.
Aha. Do you have your PVC?
Of course I do.
Please get your PVC, you guys. I know the funny things that most Nigerians don't vote, and I understand why most Nigerians don't vote because they just feel like their vote will not count. I had
that in
same
mind
mentality.
One time. I had my PVC, and then I was like, guy, I and one of my colleagues were talking. What's the essence of running around for this PVC when we know that after voting, nothing still come out? Yeah,
the change that we want to see is not the change that actually happens.
And then I asked a friend the question. I said, will my one vote change anything? Will it change anything? Let's ask ourselves that question. Of course, I'm not saying you shouldn't have your PVC.
You should.
Of course, I mean that's the only voice we have right now as to what the nation is going to be from next year. So please, let's get our PVC. And
this is actually my first time voting. I know.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. Yeah, no, Gen Z.
What do you mean? Please, that's why we'll start with this whole Gen Z.
No, now that's what it's about now. Gen Zs, they don't see a need to.
No, there's actually.
But that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I think where all these things started from is Nigerians being so comfortable with whatever happens to them.
Yeah, it's like they just.
So we just adapt easily
to the.
Should I say
struggle.
that's God's blessings to Nigerians?
It's not. It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because no matter where a Nigerian is, the truth is that we adapt very quickly. That's
very
something
fast.
I know. It's like, okay, it's hot, no wahala.
Hard,
don't wear shirt.
soft.
Okay, it's cold, no wahala, wear sweater. You get that kind of thing. But at the same time, you shouldn't be comfortable in your.
But it's not a norm.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be a norm.
Yeah, to be so comfortable with struggle. And the thing about Nigeria is, I don't think we see division. Like, for instance, I'm talking about our government. For instance, let's say they want to make a road. Instead of them to see the vision of that road in 50 years, they will just say, okay, let's just
for now. Yeah.
They are so comfortable with immediate gratification.
That's one of the reasons why we have lots of bad roads in Nigeria.
Yes. If that they look at the future, okay, 50 years from now, this road has to be here. Then the road will be there.
The sophistication of the road alone
should be there.
See, I'm not saying we're not good, but kudos to the whites. Man, those guys are visionaries.
Yeah. Because where there's no vision, the people perish.
Guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time.
And then, and the thing is that Nigerians, we actually have the idea. We are very smart. Nigerians are very, very smart, but we just don't know how to execute it. Exactly. I was such a manifestation type of people. I'm manifesting it. The Bible says faith without works is dead. Okay, if you have faith, all good and fine, but like how are we actually
Nigerians, we have faith, but we don't have work.
Exactly. We have faith, but we don't have
very strong faith. And it's affecting the minds of everybody, both those in politics. They believe that this thing is supposed to be like this. But do it now, work it out. And then it doesn't happen. And that brings me to the flooding issue. This flooding issue is actually very, very crazy because it's a major concern.
Yeah, and I'm going to blame both the government and both Nigerians. When we're looking at the government aspect, we're talking about the road thing, how if they decide to do road that will last for 50 years, it will last 50 years. I'm going to talk about the drainage. So first, let's talk about the Nigerian aspect, like we as Nigerians, we litter a lot. I know litter clogs the drainage. Do you know that?
I pray she doesn't call my name.
Oh, ask her your name. Ask her. No, I won't embarrass you now. Not today.
You already did.
Raphael litters, you guys. Please call him.
I don't.
Litters, and it's so wrong.
Let me ask you a question.
If you're in a car, if you're in a moving car, the best thing to do is to put the litter.
It's just once I threw away one small granite nylon from the window.
It was twice, but who's counting? I'm not counting.
Twice, K.
It was twice.
Where and when?
We'll talk about this later. But anyways, that's one of the issues. Like Nigerians litter a lot. Like whether we like it or not, you see.
But that's not the cause of flood now.
If there's no water passing through drainages and it clogs, isn't that one of the reasons for flood? If there's proper movement of water, I know there are many other.
Like
there are
this
many
particular
other
flood. Okay. I understand your point, but this particular flood we're talking about now, guy. This thing I said, I think I was seeing the news on the dam they did. Nigeria was not part of it at the time, and then Cameroon, right, had to just do their stuff, and they had to let out water 10 years. I think every 10 years interval. Okay. So it's automatically what is happening, and Nigeria.
Their dam broke. Is that what?
No, it's not broke. Like it's full. The dam is full, so they had to let out water, and they do it, I think, once, maybe twice every 10 years.
Wow.
So at this point, Nigeria has always been at the verge, as in they've always been victims of this water stuff, and really it's affecting Lagos a lot. Yes. I saw the news on Bayelsa, guy. I was crying. Bayelsa. My hearts are with you guys. I'll keep praying for you.
Accept our sympathy, honestly. People are dying, property, food.
Like one lady, one slay queen on Instagram, I saw you post on Insta blog, guy, this lady was crying. Water swallowed up her house, she built with her hard earned.
That's another thing, money.
Like a full house. Well, this is serious. So people in Anambra State, guy, sorry.
And that kind of thing, where do you even start from mentally? You even want the flood to take yourself. You don't want the flood, please come back and take me with this, because like where are you starting from? Honestly, we're really
and for real, these are parts of the things that contributes to poor mental health in Nigeria. Because when you think about the economy, first of all, you think about Nigeria generally. You know, you just have this discouragement of, guy, last nothing will work out, and everybody just want to get relaxed and nobody wants to push, nobody wants to walk.
Yeah, and imagine when things actually finally work out for you, flood will now come out.
Flood will now come out.
But we don't have natural disasters in Nigeria. I still believe that this flood thing is a man-made problem. Don't get me wrong. I know that it's happening, but I still believe it because we don't have natural disasters in Nigeria. I know that's one we're blessed in that aspect. We don't have stress from the nature.
It can be really annoying.
It
sometimes.
can. It honestly really can.
But at the same time, we're so sorry.
We're really sorry. Really sorry.
We hope that the government sees this and are able to fix it as soon as possible. Because if 2023 comes and for real, all these things are not being checked, it won't be funny. It won't be funny at all. We can see campaigns here and there, everybody running presidency. Please, people should come to our aid. Nigeria is gradually dying, and a lot of Nigerians are running away.
Exactly.
I even saw on the news some other countries are putting bans on Nigeria currently. Like, it's really alarming.
There's no way that you go to in this world that you don't see one Nigerian. There's no place. Call it, name one place that you think that you will be no Nigerian there.
Small Nigerians don't they become like we are populating other countries?
Yeah, and
like,
it's so funny. You know the funny
running
thing
away
is
from our problems.
The funny thing is that wherever you see a Nigerian in life, that Nigerian in that place is prospering. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's a bit that
true. Nigeria everywhere else is doing so well.
But a Nigerian in Nigeria, let's think about this thing. Are we actually the problem? Are we actually the problem? Or the nation is the problem?
The land itself. There are many factors.
Let's give it a thought too. Let's give it a thought. And that reminds me, December is by the corner.
December is by the corner. What are you December?
Are you prepared for December?
Me? Are you asking me? Are you asking them?
You, Seth, are you?
Me, I don't know what my plans are. What do you usually do in December time? Do you go to the village?
Go where?
Okay, you don't go to the village. Okay, sorry.
I don't go to the village.
Since they go village.
No worry, I will go.
Go and find wife. Can't bring our wife for us.
And that reminds me, I will soon marry.
Seriously?
So all the viewers, please, let's start saving in advance.
Go fund me for Raphael's wedding. But for real, December is coming, and I know that there are lots of concerts, there are lots of things happening. But guys, please, let's stay safe, because what I would like to note, December in Lagos is not really safe. Anytime is not safe, but like especially December
period,
it's not good. As much as we want to have fun, let's be very vigilant. And of course, this is another tip. There's a lot of scamming going on Instagram, and I know that this is not the first time it's happening. But yesterday, on my Instagram, I was texting somebody, and then he has a scam page, a scam account, and I messaged him, and I was like, how far now? This account does not look real, because I know I've been scammed before, so I know those accounts are not real. And he's like, oh, tell me what I can do to make it real. He was asking me for tips. I said, please take it down. And funny thing is that most of these scam accounts, they don't have location. That's how I've noticed. They don't have location. True, because there was one time my mom wanted to order something like from the farm, and the farm don't have any location. It was a scam account. No, the only thing that they have is pictures. Max, they'll have 1 or 2 buy from us, or maybe one phone number, WhatsApp phone number. But if they don't have a location that you can drive to and see physically, please don't trust their accounts. That's one thing I've learned. So that's one tip that I feel like I should share.
You're right. But then it's December. Everybody's just trying to make a living. Everybody's just trying to get something to send home for Christmas. But do not do it wrongly. And if you are into scamming, the Lord is with you. That's all I can say.
Lord is with you.
God bless you.
All right. So our food for thought for today, I think it's my turn. Since you didn't deliver last time, it's fine. I'm always on my A game. Always on my A game. It's actually a tongue twister.
Pride.
It's a tongue twister.
Pride.
Are you ready?
Gen Z.
It's a tongue twister. Raphael, are you ready?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
Any noise and oyster, but a noisy noise and oyster. When you laugh, you have to say it too. Any noise and oyster, but a noisy noise and oyster more. Any noise and
oyster, but a noisy noise and oyster more.
Let's go one more time.
I can't go again.
One more time. That's beginner's luck.
Okay, let's try again.
Let's try again.
Any noise and oyster, but a noisy noise and oyster more. You're supposed to say fast. You were supposed to have told me this thing before.
No, I wanted to catch you off guard. I said, Raphael, today I
never let your guards down, baby.
I saw. Never to be caught on fresh. That was a good one, though.
Asha.
Please, next week, tell me, Raphael, please tell me.
You're dead. She's gone.
Oh my God. All right, guys.
Anyway, we've come to the end of today's episode.
I see you want to close today.
Banter with Onyx. Yes, I want to close today.
It's not lady first, you guys.
Nah, she has always been first, if you observe. But today, the gents before the ladies. So we've come to the end of today's episode on Banter with Onyx. We do well. We do well. We do have to see you in the next episode on Banter with Onyx. And of course, if you're just joining this channel, please subscribe. And if you've been an existing customer to this channel, thank you very much. We look forward to doing giveaways on this.
It's Raphael that's doing giveaway. It's not me. I'm not part of the giveaway.
She's a ritualist.
I'm not part of the giveaway. It's Raphael. But definitely looking forward would.
Yeah, we will.
All right.
But
guys.
until next time.
Bye.
Bye.